like a Dr. Virtual for your son video, the one for your son. I notice a difference in my skin, the way I feel. Once again, Tweak's okay, but he's certainly no Kenny. There's a new kid in town, and I heard that song yesterday. Yep. Tell me about this. New kid in town, everybody loves you. Coral Reef. But look at this sad face on this bag. What is it? Are you the new kid somewhere and you feel like they don't like you? I know what they say, but I don't feel like you like me. This is school, hotel. This isn't, it's a lot of kids that are dealing with stuff like this, but adults too, I feel. Yeah, I feel like I'm in school the way that this shit is. Everybody loves you. You could have a real big house or just bought a big house and shit. Yeah, this feels like houseboat. Oh my god. Does somebody have a mini cruise ship as a houseboat? General disarray. Hold on. Nope. We're gonna black out the sun. What was this about again? New kid in town. Johnny come lately. You could be a John. Yep, this is me. Are you that kind of person? This is just, I don't know, what, everywhere I go. Every goddamn where I go. For the one who has all these things, do you have days where you're thinking, I want to go out with tatted clothes and see how people treat me? Everybody just, nothing is ever done or even said to me anymore. I can feel that there's ulterior motive. Yeah, you secret. I feel like somebody just want to kill me. That's how I do. I think you feel this. This is crazy. I thought that when I won this lottery, or I got this left to me, or I invested and got this back now, that people would appreciate the fact that I like to share my things with others. Did you hear some people somebody say, I wish that they would just die already? Truth, yeah. I mean, there's a woman here, or you are this woman. Let me find out about this woman. But I think that because of the song that was on, they're letting me know that it's a man that is somewhere new, or it's a young man who's now in school, high school, or college, or something like that. And then here's a woman. Air. I don't know. Air. They just put for someone. Air. Oh, hi. How are you? This is a man who wants to offer even just a hello. But I can't. Why not? Huh. Well, for one, there's a guy here that she's pregnant, and you can tell she's pregnant, and I know that she's attractive while she's pregnant, but she's still pregnant. There's a ring in her hand. This is making me feel like she never really got to wear it, or she never got to wear it for long, that it's like either they're split up and she doesn't wear it for personal reasons, or that it was hot for other reasons. And you say he's just a friend. They could be pregnant by a friend. That would make it easier for you, sir. You could be the kind of guy where I don't necessarily want to be a father, but you're very vocal when it comes to shit like this, so you nip that right immediately. Yeah, that child is not mine, and if I had to get something drawn up and notarized, I will. If she's this real type of woman here, she will understand that. She would want that too. Air and fish. Is there fish in the air? What happened here? Coral reef? Is that where we're going with this? I didn't even usually my mind goes right there or something like that. All right, we'll do that right now. Something looks like these would be ancestors or alien beings. I feel like are saying, can you please stop with that and go with this? Fish in the air. I can feel it. Does this smell like fishy salt water? Is that what this is? Ace of Cups. Please take a shower. You smell like you just got off a boat every day. A fishing boat, though. Yeah, not the yacht, not the mini. Is somebody going to make that? What a great idea, right? A mini cruise ship. Yeah, but yachts, you know what I mean? It seems like yachts are too modern now, and they're too long and thin. Well, look at me. Okay, and then we got this. Please, you sound like you got off a boat. There must be an opportunity somewhere. I mean, the whole time, someone's like, I always see you at night. I always see, are you bathing in the creek? I mean, you do this enough times. Oh, it's not necessarily just that. I got it. Let's find out what it is. I already know where they're going with this. I'm sad I moved here. And it could even be that a lot of the women that you're around it could be the water. Do you know that stagnant water that I said smells like homeless person? That's just what it reminds me of. And then there are homeless people who smell like Paco Rabanne, so I wish if we cut that out. Let's just cutting something out. I have to pee. I'm listening to South Park and he's like, do you smell children? Cut it out. Alright, so it's not that. What else is going on with these? Oh, and the mouth. Alright, so what we're doing is we are deconstructing, or we're talking about the antimatter of what would be an acceptable. Not sure if it would be a perfect woman, as you haven't been with this type. This feels like new characteristics, new must-haves, new checklist. Your mouth. I mean, this could actually be the mouth. What the lips and the mouth are like. I don't. If you could cut out this would be an illusion when it comes to speaking, which would be slang. Someone has their own language now. I don't even know what this is, but it feels like it may work for you in the future. Pass this on. Do something. And then the other one would be, you could speak multiple languages possibly, or you have multiple ways of speaking. You fit in. Shapeshifter. Sure. You fit in around the world. You pick up accents and things like that. And I do believe that you could be good even if you don't know the language of figuring out kind of what they mean. Yeah, is that right? Hi. I'm a master at this shit. Right. Yeah, speaking other world, but are you speaking? This could be telepathically too, tongue and languages I had no idea. If I let the universe know and I earn it through merit, that I'm interested in it coming through verbally, do I already know this shit? Is that what some of you are asking? So now we have this excuse me. Went out to eat again. Look, this is a to-go bag from a restaurant here now. It's just kicking in. It is. And I noticed I can't. I came out of the pocket again. The Coral Reef sounds like an expensive restaurant. I want to look it up. Oh, as I said, Disney. Florida, hello. Maryland, hi, hi. Oh, okay. So somebody went there. That's not where they want to go, though. I mean, all right, well, it could have been the same thing. What are the chances that someone went on a date at a coral reef establishment with someone, went home with them? Because if it was to the point where you're sitting in a restaurant with this woman and you could tell this before you were closer, it just makes you second guessing things. And we have this Queen of Cups. I'm disappointed because when she showed up, the way that she moved was very graceful and elegant. You would never think, you would never put that these two together. And this would be, okay, so what she was, this is also underarm sweat. That's what it is. You wouldn't, it's interesting. What is the difference between an antiperspirant and a deodorant? And should some people wear both? I mean, separately. Do you get the full effect when they're combined? It's like the shampoo and conditioner thing. I prefer separate. Is that where you're leaving? I prefer separately. Yeah, is this smell? Just a man. Have you seen Mr. Hat? She smells like a man that just left the gym. But the devil is right here on the bottom. Huh. Intuitively, which is the next one. She must know that, right? I mean, but the great thing about this is, this woman actually is confident. A little cocky confident. I don't think that her sense of smell is like everybody else's. That's what it is. I don't feel like this woman, this one in particular with the underarm, I think she's I don't feel active. I think that your metabolism is active. Yeah, you have the other thyroid problem. Yeah, you do. You're beautiful, though. Excuse me. Oh, okay, got it. There's another woman here whose sweat smells like lovely. Yeah, there are men that would wear your sweat to remind them of you throughout the day. This other one here, I'm guessing if your sweat smells good. Yay. Like I said, intuitively you would know. Something's up here with the devil. This is a different kind of devil, though. This is a devil of passion. This feels like heat, extreme passion. This feels like pheromones and phobia and primal type of attraction. And this one over here feels like I don't know how to get into a conversation about this. It's going to come up. It's coming up already, and we didn't even get close enough to be in bed together. What do I say? What if they can't smell it? I never think of these things. What do? Do I just leave women's deodorant out? A little taboo tattoo? Some masking-gill? What do I do here? Do I have one of my female friends come over and say, oh, I went on a date last night and this guy was up front with me, I'm glad, but he's like, you need to do something down there. And I realized I don't do anything. I don't have to. Yeah, it is. It's the lotus and the phoenix every day, all day. So I like this one. I think that there were some men who thought that, there are men who love that, though. Listen, excuse me. There are men who love women who smell like this. It's primal, like I said. Just because this one here could smell like sweaty grapes, somebody else's primal buttons are that. It's that clean sweat. Like, god damn, this shit's coming through pores. What's that mean? You could smoke cigarettes or just drink scotch and whiskey. Nothing. It's as if you have a filter for when it comes out, which what this does to men and some women who have a high sex drive is it's going to attract a lot of people to you. It could have been something else. Was in the air last night. Do you ever sit in front of a fan when you're naked for the women who, I feel that I'm 100% or 100 enough? It could have went through the air to some of the guys through the vents. Smells like new. I got lost for a moment. Get some hot Christian action. So what are we doing here? I wanted to put this app on. Did I not? It's not up for debate. Look, this is video games in the reverse. I'm not playing games. I smelled it. You could smell it. Yep. And what is this? The shore. Yeah, listen, please. What is it with the salty? It's a good mix of that. Salt, sweet and salty. Who doesn't love those? You know those when nature. Thank you. I love them. The soft ones with the, what is it? What is that? You know what I mean. And this is for 2 players. This is a 2-player game, and the shore win. It says on here, but it was in reverse. We have to remember how this originally came out. The shore, which again would be salty, fishy. I can't give it. I'm trying to give something to this, and there are this particular guy. Now listen, just because he's got a fishtail here, put something in your butt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm currently destroying all my nerve endings in my nervous system. So, and I do believe that it's happening for a reason, because see this here? That's an over measure. Yeah, and it's just it would just be. Yeah, if I'm a trooper, I am. Yep. Again with the I'm in shock that the shore another card like that came out. I should get a demon card. Yep, we'll do that. Let's kill God. Malak. Oh. Malak was once a god of the Ammonites. Like many gods, Malak required sacrifices. But those allegedly demanded by Malak were exceptionally dear. The head of a cow wearing a crown. Once all the sacrifices were in place, a fire was built onto the statue, and the sounds of drums drowned the cries of the sacrifices. A couple of centuries after his descent from powerful and feared god to relatively obscure demon, a bronze container in the shape of a bull. There's something that a person is looking for, and you have something like this. I don't know if it's a piggy bank, but it has one of those things where I think the hole could be on the bottom. The similarities between the terrible devices are clear. What is that? Criminals will be placed and fires set underneath. This feels like good old-fashioned justice. An all priests meeting. Perhaps both. Beware of stern punishments and unyielding strictness. But let's. What is this? Wife? Excuse me. Wife. Not that I need them to say it. Wife. Yep. Stern punishments. What is this? Maybe they're saying this. For the guys who are being a little mean about how you're handling this, and this could be younger guys. I hope that it's younger, and you haven't really had a lot of experience dealing with women. They're not bad women. They just smell different. See, some guy is his taste. Same thing with perfume. I mean, not every man likes the same perfume on a woman. And not every man likes the same taste. That's just what it is. stern punishments. Yeah, this could even be, oh, is this electronic harassment or something? This feels like being zapped or tased or something like that. And this is stuck. This for me would be locked somewhere or put somewhere, and then wanting you to stay put so that they can do this over and like constantly doing this. This shit's going back real quick though, isn't it? Is that what's happening here? What are these smelly, are these the chicks, or this is the other group? This is the group that does deserve the punishment. Okay, because I felt two different types of women. One like, well, I'm bigger and this is what I smell like, and I do all right. And then there are the other ones, which I'm not sure that they were 100%, right? Because we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands came out, and they're not facing each other. So it's like, I don't know what fucking gender I am. So these would be the ones who I believe that either found out that they were born that, or they know that they were, and they were part of some type of thing. And they could have attacked these beautiful, divine, these star seed, beautiful, elegant, la-di-da, hello, women. And this would be some more, I think that there were some women who thought, this isn't going to happen to me. What is this that they're talking about with that, with the inside? And it depends on what surgeon that you had. If nobody's watching, and we see clearly how the world is addicted to money. Nobody was recording camera. They could have made sure there was no, who's to say that they did the right job? You're knocked out. Some of you don't even know that this happened to you. Would it be crazy to say that there are some people, it has to be, there's too many people in the world with too many different personalities and too many possibilities, that you would have been put under or had some kind of shit done where now you wake up. What do you mean? They freaking knock you out the whole time you're healing? Or they'll create some kind of shit saying that you wanted this and la-di-da-di-da. Celestial and boundless. This would be to me in the atmosphere though with the celestial and boundless, that all of these things are spreading out into the atmosphere is what I believe they're saying. It's affecting celestial beings too. I don't think this is the smell we're talking about, but they could be saying like, hey, you mix enough of that. And it feels like that mixed with the stench of anger, envy, deceit, but it's a different kind of deceit. It's feeling like you were the only one deceived, which turns into a nasty spirit eventually. The spirit of death mixed with all of these waves and frequencies. It could be putting this shit out. Yeah, I don't like it either. And it's affecting a lot of you physically in your spine, your sciatica. Sure. Okay. I haven't used these. Never have I ever in a couple of days. It is an issue. No sex. Just said it. Yeah, you can. Now the other thing, if we could get some more of the other one in the air, what are we going to do? Just all lay around with fans on us? I mean, I don't really have much to do. Although I think it's dangerous to do that, yeah. That could be. You know how some of these women were up to some shit, whether it was fooling men, or separating them from either jobs or the love of their life, and then playing wife. I know people thought I was crazy, but now some shit's surfacing. When your intentions as a woman, see, I'm a real woman. You couldn't pay me to do that. I would have to say I'll be homeless. I won't do to somebody what I don't want done to me, and you can't put a price tag on. You can't buy that from me. That's a real woman. Okay. Now anything else, I don't care if you were born one. You didn't stay one when you did some shit like this. So this would be karma. I'm not really sure how it could be because you're dead inside, Deborah. And it's manifesting as your shit stinking. Yeah. When you can't tell the difference from one end to the other. I mean, what is your husband supposed to do? I would have cheated on you too. Cleaned up my siblings' puke. Now this feels like a woman who judged possibly a sister or a brother for being an alcoholic. This also would be women just spreading their legs for any Tom, Dick, Harry. I wanted to say that. It reminds me of my grandparents. Yeah. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And now, not going to the doctor. The belief of, I have a self-cleaning oven could be wrong if you're not 100% a woman. If you had your chromosomes messed with, or you forgot, some people forgot that they were born a man. You've been a woman that long. And this is, and for you, like I said, I had complete compassion for those who had good intentions, and you will be brought the right means to fix that if this is a thing, or even to remedy it before preventive maintenance. Absolutely. So the sibling, I feel like somebody would like for me to touch on this, yeah? And he used to smell, or she used to smell like what they were drinking. I thought that was bad, huh? Yep, sibling. Well, you work. That's where you work. Are you a bartender or a waitress or something? Or you own or manage a bar? Okay. What do you want from me? I go to work at the very least. Yeah. Huh. And you work with the mom or something, or a stepmother? I see why you're drinking. Okay, we got Speedy here, right? There's a woman here who, she drinks. I'm telling you, I feel like this is a mom or a wife or something like that. And they're always, this is always waiting for ships to come in. Like, I always need something better than what I got. They have a lot of tickets, a lot of things with tickets and cars and stuff and parking tickets. It's the judgment that I feel. A reverend, is she a reverend? She likes to drink. She has a lot of, tell me about these guys. Huh? Oh, these, I feel like gang members and shit. She hangs with gang members. And I don't think they're very respectful when they come into the establishment and you're working. So you drink, or you're the woman, right? You know how it goes. And I think that they go back and forth. Is that what it is? What they're respectful. It depends on what they're drinking and what drugs they're on, right? Do you know how difficult it is? And then what's this now, right? Especially, let's say that their spouse or their who they're dating comes in, and now somebody makes some cocky comments. And well, they shouldn't be coming in if you're bartending. I would suggest not having somebody who's going to get jealous, because look, this is what happens. You know what I mean? And then what is this now? This is also for the alcoholic. This is also, though, you kind of making friends real quickly and making it seem like everybody's a friend of yours. They're showing me a woman that hugs and kisses everybody. Well, it causes arguments is the problem. But then we have you're struggling. This is struggling to be pretty. I mean, I could put whippy on it, but you're struggling to be attractive. This must be another employee, because I like the one that was here before. This is Grace. She's graceful. Okay. And you could be Grace. So she doesn't work. Yeah, you do it. Oh, she'll clear it. Oh, she'll get it. Yep. And it's standing there like the actual dumb waiter, like a waiter. You stand there and you wait. And they go outside, they go out back, they smoke a cigarette, they circle the fucking restaurant. Look, they circle the building and shit. What are you even doing there? Toilet. They go everywhere but where the service station is. Yeah. They go, look, this is what they do. They go to other establishments. If this is like a storefront thing, they talk to other people outside. And I think at one point they even offered to help somebody carry their shit into one of their cars for Uber Eats from another restaurant. They go outside, they smoke cigarettes or blunts and shit. And then all this attention is drawn, and now you have people in the neighborhood that are seeing your employee do this. Somebody needs to fire this person yesterday. I don't care if you got 6 crosses around your neck, something, this is your business. I would take the one with all the tats that had a few drinks of shit, because it could be that this one here doesn't really drink, but there's something else going on. Let's just say at the very least, it's a chemical imbalance. I would take the alcoholic, and you have an alcoholic that can handle it all. Functioning alcoholic behind the bar, they can be some of the best bartenders, and they manage, they function that way. This is a non-functioning, non-alcoholic. That's worse. It is, and what's good is at some point, what's what you need to do because of the unemployment shit. You need to come up with pink slips and your own rules. 3 of these, and let them sign it. 3 of these, and you quit on your own accord. These are my rules, my establishment. Wow. There's no vowels. Still. All right, there we go. Bent. Is that a term? Can you come in and you're all bent? You know, we have WWSML. What was? All you talk about is what was. Does somebody sit around and just talk? This reminds me of a bar rescue episode where somebody just stands there and talks about what's going on in the neighborhood and what it used to be in the bar and how when this one used to come in, Lottie Lucy. I don't know what that is, but I'm not saying that that's someone's name, but it is. I can feel that somebody's going to get pissed off. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and then you have the one other bartender that's making 8 drinks in one shot over and over and over again. It's frustrating, it is. Some of you, though, you were overqualified when you applied for this job, and you should have turned it down because the universe wanted you to know your worth and show your worth. When you go into a job interview, you're interviewing that establishment as well. You don't have to accept the job. It says that, well, you're hired. You say, let me think about it, please. Give me a few minutes. You have to level the playing field at some point. Yes, you need the job, but they need employees, or that motherfucker doesn't exist. And you know your worth as an employee. Let's just say you go in and you see that they're rude to each other and nobody runs drinks and you're paying attention. Because usually when people go into places that are food and alcohol focused, they aren't paying attention to how it's being ran, and that's going to affect your money, which is why you're going, right? So, rubber. If I sat there and saw no teamwork whatsoever, I'm not even going to waste the time of the manager. But I will say that what I feel, so that they know that this is why. I didn't even realize this was a thing. You say I didn't mean to waste your time, but I changed my mind. You don't have to say why. Wait for them to ask. Okay, do you mind me asking why? I don't. I've been watching, paying attention, observing, and I see no teamwork here whatsoever. And that's it. That's all you have to say. And then you just sit there and you're either going to get a, all right, well, I'm sorry to hear that, right? Or you're going to get, well, thanks for coming in. What else can they say? They're not going to talk to you about change, right? You're not going to do it for free now. I don't want to work here. I'm not going to do it if you pay me by the hour, but I'm damn sure I'm not going to help you fix your fucking establishment for free. Things like that. Where the hell was I here? I love rainy days. Demon. This is interesting because I feel dark. I feel confused that I'm seeing some of the most pristine looking women. But then that happens. Something's up. And then there's these others, the whole separate category of women who They just are who they are. And maybe that helps facilitate this whole process of just smelling and tasting sweet and dirty at the same time. Your sweet and clean, whatever comes through you and out of you, overpowers the dirty, but the dirty is still present. Do you see what I'm saying and how sexy this is? Yeah, you don't want that to taste like vanilla and cinnamon every day, but none of that. A vanilla and cinnamon and maybe a little pure sweat. Bottle it up, baby. See ya.